We are one day away from ending phase one of our camp, and tomorrow is on Friday, so we're in phase one, and we come back on the 26th. So what I want to do is give these guys time to get home and get some rest. They've been working very hard. Been very pleased with the way we practice. So we will come back on the 26th, practice the morning of the 27th, get on a flight, and then go to New Orleans. But just happen to be in the position we're in, got a chance to go to a BCS bowl game. It is an outstanding job that this football team has done, and just how hard they work and what they've done all season long.
Charlie, can you give an update on just how Teddy is progressing health-wise?
Well, Teddy's practicing, is doing very well. It's a day-by-day process with him. Not completely well, but I think that as we continue to go through these next few days, I think he'll have enough time to heal up.
Is it just his hand still, or is his ankle? Is his ankle still giving him any trouble, or just the wrist right now?
Well, just both, because you don't see him really at full speed with the ankle when we're trying to get outside. But we still have some days to go before we play this game, and I think by then he'll be healed.
Generally, in terms of health and prep time and everything, are you maybe the best you've been all year to go back the first game?
Oh, it is. It is like the first game, because when you think about it, we played our last game the 29th of November, whenever, and now you don't play again until January the 2nd. So you have a month off. There's weeks, and you think about fall camp. You come in August, and then you don't play that game till the first weekend in September. So you have guys who've been injured, banged up a little. Now you have a chance to get them back.
Anybody stepped up and done anything maybe that has surprised you during this time you've had to really bear down and do some serious work?
No, because really our focus has been on just Florida, and we haven't had much time with the young players. We give them some reps, but really we just don't have enough guys right now where we can go a scrimmage with the young players. So it's all about their preparation with Florida.
How much challenge of these scout teams trying to do what Florida does compared to other teams you have on your schedule?
Well, we don't have the defensive personnel they have, but other than that, the guys have been doing everything we ask, and the players are working very hard. And when we get good reps is when we go our 1 or 2 defense versus our 1 offense. Then it's very quality reps, and we try to get 6 snaps with different phases. Where we're in a normal down, we're in third down, or we're in red zone, we get a really good work. What's good on good.
Is this time, for bowl practices, is this essentially like a spring in December, the extra practice that you guys get?
Well, what we've been limited with this bowl is that just a group of the young players, we haven't been able to get them a lot of work. So it's been really where our 1 defense, 1 offense has been going against our 2s. But you're getting the work there, but we've just been trying to make sure that we're totally focused on Florida, just a preparation, so that we can get the work in here, that when we do get to New Orleans, we don't have to worry about, where we didn't get the situations that we needed to get handled.
What is the defensive focus as you prepare for Florida's offense?
Well, it's all about getting lined up, and it's going to be about tackling and guys knowing their gap control.
When you have Teddy making not only an All-American list, but one that is on NFL potential, how much feedback have you gotten since he's been here from scouts and getting feedback and trying to prepare him for the next level, even though he is only a sophomore?
Well, we really don't talk about that. He's a sophomore, and he still have a lot of football left. He still have a lot of football to learn, and he can still grow and get a lot better.
How much do you see that potential? What stands out to you about where he's at right now?
Well, he's a young player, and you still don't really like to focus and talk to him about that, because what you want to do with a young player, just make sure that they are locked in themselves, because a lot of times when you start talking like, hey, you have this type of potential, or you can go here, then guys get so focused on it that they forget where they are right now at this point.
They're really good. Is there a line between respecting them the way they should be and being intimidated, and how do you deal with your players on that?
Well, what our players have to understand is that we've won 10 football games ourselves, and that we have us a good football team. And we know this, that we're going to respect that program, because they're 1 game away from playing in a national championship game. But our players have to understand that, you're in this position, and that you worked hard enough to get in that position. Now you have a chance to, show everybody across the country just what this program is.
But how nice is it to get your practice, and now you get a little time for them to go home and spend time with the families for the holidays?
Well, it's great that they get a chance to go home, and they're just talking about just how blessed you are and the opportunities you've had, and to put yourself in this position. Now you get to go home for a few days and have Christmas with your parents, and now then you come back and it's time to go back to work again.
When you were at Florida, did you have anything to do with the implementation of the Friday night lights at that elite camp?
Oh, that's when we actually, it started when we was at Florida, so it was just such a coaching staff put that together.
Did you play a major role in, just the idea for that?
No, what had happened was we just came up with an idea that everybody have different camps on different days, and now you have a chance to go under the lights on a Friday night. And so we just say, hey, that'll be something different, something unusual right now at this time. So we just kind of, as a coaching staff, put that together. And what we try to do is just, you couldn't just say where you could pick certain players. It was more of a just whoever want to come can come.
How different do they look under Muschamp compared to under Urban?
Well, it's those guys were young when we left them. Now they've grown up. So players develop, and then players learn just the speed of the game and how to play the game.
When you have media and analysts saying that you're the underdog, how much of that do you want your players to hear, and how much of that do you want them just to put away?
Well, they're going to say that just because of who we are, and then just because of the respect that they've had for Florida, and they're in the Southeastern Conference and we're in the Big East Conference. So, I tell them all the time, don't worry about that because you guys still play the game. So at the end of the day, we'll just see where we are when that game is over.
I know you probably didn't finish that Sugar Bowl for Florida, 3 years ago, thinking I'll be back here coaching against them with this Florida. Probably not what you thought when you got here. Do you think the players are grateful for this opportunity? I know you know how hard it is to get here. Are you surprised?
Well, I told them it's 12 teams that have a chance to go to a BCS Bowl, and we're running the 12. And it's a great opportunity, and you guys worked hard. You deserve to be there because you won the conference. And now it just seems like just the other day I was there at the Sugar Bowl, and we were playing Cincinnati, and now 3 years later I'm going to go back, but I'm on a different sideline. So I think our players do it, and I think they really respect the team that they're playing. But what I said to them, just enjoy this moment also for yourself.
At this point, do you anticipate everybody that was injured, besides Norris, obviously, to be able to go? Rankins and Brown, Mold, and all those guys that had been injured.
Oh, yes, because right now while we're practicing, everyone's practicing. So the only guys out is the Norris because of this knee, but everyone else is getting into practice time.
Everyone's eligible after finals.
Oh, yeah, our grades were unbelievable. Our guys did a great job. We had 9. But on Friday night, I think I had 10 players to graduate. So, the guys understand what this program's all about. You come here to get a degree. You come here to win football games. You come here to be a better person. And it was so great to see our players walk across that stage. And we took a big picture. And it was fun when you look at some of those guys like Adrian Bouchel, Roy Philon, Keem Smith, all those guys getting that degree. And it's real Jeremy Wright. But it's fun, Mario. But we had 9 to 10 guys get a degree. So they're all eligible. And our grades are outstanding this semester.
Thanks,
Coach. All right. Thank you.